Everybody, welcome to the Sharky and George After School Club. Now, just making sure that connections are all okay. It's not quite 4:30 yet, but both Instagram and Facebook seem to be saying that there is a connection. So off we go. Right, welcome. So, Sharky and George, 4:30 p.m. every day after school club. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. We are going to do some science experiments today, okay? So I'm not necessarily a scientist. All of these experiments are very safe and they're just using household items. Now, they might go wrong, which any science experiment can do. That's why you experiment, that's why you try. So please don't get angry if they go wrong. But, and I've also only tried them a couple of times before. So we're just crossing fingers at this point. So, what we're going to do is a few experiments with some matches, fire, and some baking powder and some vinegar. Now this time you don't need to go and grab anything, just watch, but maybe take a few little notes, and if I manage to do it, then go and try it yourself. Okay, so the first one is showing you what carbon dioxide does. Okay. So carbon dioxide is heavier than normal air. So carbon dioxide is within the air with oxygen and nitrogen and a few other gases, but carbon dioxide on its own is heavier than air. And also flames cannot burn. So when flames are burning, they're burning oxygen. And so what we're going to do is light the candle there, and then I'm going to create pure carbon dioxide by combining vinegar and baking powder into a jug, and then I'm going to show you what it does to fire. So first of all, we are going to put some vinegar into this jug here. Little splash there. Going to put my sunglasses on. Don't have any scientific safety specs, but I think looking cool whilst doing experiments is, that's the thing really, isn't it? So what we've got, a teaspoon of baking powder. Now, there is a bubbling reaction going on in there. Can you see those bubbles there? That is creating carbon dioxide. And I'm going to show you what happens to a flame in carbon dioxide. So are you watching carefully? Here we go. Whoop, and it's gone out. Okay, and now I'm going to try and show you that it's heavier in there by pouring it out. Do you see that? So it went out without anything, no water came out, no nothing. Let's see if we've still got some carbon dioxide in there. What it's doing is extinguishing the flame because it's no longer got any oxygen to feed off, and it's just carbon dioxide, and flame does not work with carbon dioxide, which is why a lot of fire extinguishers are carbon dioxide fire extinguishers. I'm going to try one more little experiment and see if I can blow this out from afar. So here's the candle there. I'm going to see if I can use this paper. Now this is going to be the first example of something that might not work, but we're going to try. I'm going to try and pour it down this paper. And let's just see if this works. Did you see that? Again, no water came through. That was the carbon dioxide traveling down the paper, because remember, it's heavier than air, so it's trying to get down to the bottom. So if you give it a little bit of an angle, it'll go down, and that was the carbon dioxide hitting the flame again and extinguishing it. So that is pretty cool. So that is experiment one. Glasses off for now. Okay, so that remember, just normal vinegar. This is white wine table vinegar, and I'm sure lots of you are doing lots of baking at the moment. Just normal baking powder. Comes out. Now, connection on Facebook, sorry guys. Okay, So this one, okay, well, I've got a jug here, which has got quite a wide opening. I can have an old milk bottle will do, anything glass that has a wide opening like that. And I am going to try and suck this egg inside without touching it, okay? So, flame in here. Then that will mean that there's less air in here, so it'll suck the egg down in there. Now, let's see if this works. Here we go. And so we light it like that and pop it in. Oh. Light that up, and then, hold on, that has not worked. We need to have a bit more of a flame in there, I think. Here we go. This is why science experiments don't work or have to be experimented on. So we're going to get a bit more of a flame. There we go. So that is almost 100% not working at the moment. Hold on. Oh, actually, we've got a bit of suction. Okay, we've got a bit of suction, but not quite enough. So let's, okay, we had a bit of suction there. I'm going to try one more time, see if I can get a good bit of flame going in there. Let's blow this out. Okay, we're going to give it one more go. Here we are. The problem is there's not much oxygen in there for it to burn. So, all right, let's get this. Okay, so that will go in there. And that one, however hard I try, is not going to work. But the theory is, and I think my problem is this is a little bit too small. But we're going to park that for a moment because there is a very, very important trick that I need to teach you guys. Okay, and this was the trick that I showed you at the end of last week. Okay, but before we move on, the theory of this one, remember, you've got to get a flame inside there, okay, and then it creates a vacuum. I know, I'm sorry. Right, lots